Hello everybody, welcome to this new video for the feature race on the RedBull Ring. I had a really good qualifying this time, so I'm starting in 3rd place. If you're wondering why some of the liveries look different, it's a special feature in Project Cars 2 that sometimes in the replay it mixes up all the liveries. So now I'm getting overtaken by Beau France by a livery I don't think he's ever used. Luckily we can still see Xevious' beautiful livery as we're going 3 wide into this turn. And because we're going 3 wide and I can do a cutback on Beau France because Xevious is there, I've already lost 2 positions. So dropping down from 3rd to 5th, and I'm already again under pressure from MDR Martin trying to make a move on the inside into this next corner. But I get a little bit better exit, so I can pull alongside him for the next corner, in which I will have the inside, and as we've seen in the previous video, that's the ultimate way to defend for that corner. As I do, I get ahead of MDR Martin, and well, I can let you guys in on a little secret. We're going to see a lot more of MDR Martin in this video. As we're on our way to end the first lap, I've dropped 2 positions, which isn't a great start, which after this race I really thought to myself, I need to work on those starts, because it's a shame that on the rare occasion that I do qualify in 3rd place, it's a great shame if you lose immediately 2 positions at the start of the race. The starts are always so crucial and they really determine in which group you're going to be racing for that whole race. So if you lose positions, it's definitely not ideal. As we have now head over to the onboard of MDR Martin, who is following me at this very moment. Also another replay feature of Project Cars 2 is you can see he is driving in neutral the whole time, which is a very special feature for replays only. As he's gonna try it again around the outside. Now we've switched places, so he's going to be on the inside for this next turn. As we will see, it's very difficult to keep your position around the outside. I'm gonna try it. It may look like I'm going to be ahead, but he's going to get a better exit there, and I simply just have to lift to give him the way into this next corner, because, well, otherwise I'm going to crash or lose myself a lot of time. As we head back over to my onboard, and we're right behind MDR Martin. Luckily the feature isn't turned on, so you can see I am shifting my gears and not driving in neutral the whole time. As we're going to head up this straight, now it's going to be really crucial to maybe brake a little bit earlier, because we're behind MDR Martin, and get a really good exit, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to run it a little bit right, and that was okay for that turn. And we're gonna overtake him on the turn exit as we now head back over to him. You might think maybe the windscreen wipers are also a feature. Well, I've talked to MDR and he says he always has them turned on, and I think he drives with a controller and he doesn't always use this view, so it's kind of like a joke that he puts them on. So for a lot of this race we're going to enjoy the sound of his windscreen wipers while it's clear as day out there, and he's trying to follow me, and I'm trying to some different lines to see how I can get past Xevious, who is in front of me in the GTR. Now the GTR is a really fast car in the straight, so I'll definitely have to pull off my move in one of the corners, or maybe outbrake him. But I think I'll definitely have the best chance trying to get better traction out of a corner, because that Nissan GTR can be very unstable sometimes. It's a very difficult car to drive, but oh, it sounds so amazing. Let's head over to my onboard and we can just hear that sound. I'm gonna be quiet for a while so you can enjoy it. I really love the sound of that car. It's such a difficult car to drive. I would really love to be really decent in that Nissan. But we're now going to head over back to MDR Martin's onboard. He's going to try outbrake me around the outside, and we can see me just inching in front now. It's going to be a drag race down to the next corner I'm going to have the inside line, which is ideal, but a move around the outside is definitely possible. And he's going for it, he's trying to brake later, taking that wider line, hitting the end of the corner a little bit later, but I'm just going to inch ahead of him. Now I'm not going to defend the inside because I want to give him room, but I'm going later on the brakes, taking a different line here to just get in front of him. But you can see there is a gap with me and Xavius starting to grow a little bit because I took a slower line out of that corner. As we're now going to head into the next corner, MDR is maybe looking on the inside but doesn't see a move there. I'm always having a bit of a bad exit out of this corner, I noticed while watching MDR's onboards. And me and Xavius take a bit wider line out of this corner than he is. And it's so great to see us three being really close together on track. Not that much time in between us, battling it out for that third place position. I think it is at this moment, or maybe it is fourth, but it's definitely for a lot of points. And we're all keeping it really clean and really nice. And that's so amazing to watch. As MDR Martin is going to try and put it on the inside. He was a bit too far back to try it. But into this next corner is going to happen some stuff, and I'll take you through it because I'm gonna lose a lot of time here. I'm following Xavius in his line on the optimal racing line. Now, as I said, that Nissan is very hard to drive, so Xavius is having a bit of a moment at the end of the corner. I'm having to avoid him going wide and losing a lot of momentum, which enables the BMW to go up my inside on the next corner. I'm trying to keep it around the outside. Can I do it? No, I'm gonna lift and stay behind him for this next corner. I'm going to get close. And a next feature of Project Cars 2 is being shown here. He had a glitch over that curb, which made him spin. I looked back at the replays. We didn't touch. It was just sometimes with some cars on those curbs, it can just spin you out like that. And now we're really close behind Xavius. And he too is going to lose control of that Nissan again, having a slight touch, but not losing too much, not getting too much damage. But you can just see how much time I've lost to MDR, as we're now going to fast forward a couple of laps. And to the people who've watched my last video, you might recognize this onboard view, because yes, it is. Have a nice day. He is back. Last race we had an awesome battle, the two of us, and he is back again. He has made his way up through the field right behind me, and he was for pretty much the whole race 1 second behind me. Sometimes he would gain a little, sometimes he would lose a little, but at this point he was really starting to catch up to me, so he's going to try and put a move around the outside. I'm going to stick to the inside, and oh, this was so close. I just get in front of him for this next section, and now I know I can just take my line because he can't overtake me at this part, but I'm going to have an okay exit into this next corner, so I'm not going to have to defend, but he's going to stick behind me as we're going to fast forward to later in this lap. He has caught up right behind me again on the same place, and it was so fun. He was all the time really close behind me, and it's very difficult to keep your focus when someone's that close behind you. And going to have a little bit of a loose exit out of this corner, so he's going to gain on me and trying to put a move around the outside. I'm on the inside, so I'm giving him extra space, and he gets it done. He gets a move around the outside, which is very difficult in that corner, so that was a really good move from him. But I'm still really close to him, so I'm not giving up yet. I'm back in his slipstream and I'm following him. He's going to defend for this corner, going to the inside. I'm going back to the optimum racing line, braking on my usual point, trying to get a cutback. I can't really do it, but we have an equally good exit out of this corner. Now I'm going to have a huge slipstream down to this main straight, and he's going to stick to the inside because he doesn't want me to overtake him. So I'm going to the outside, and I'm going to try and outbrake him, maybe get a cutback, maybe get a move around the outside. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to try the cutback, but I don't get the exit I need. So again, here we are side by side on this next straight, heading into the next corner. I'm going to be on the inside, so if I can brake just a little bit later, maybe I can get the move done. Coming out of the corner, I am just ahead of him again. And now we're going to fast forward another few laps, and he is gaining behind me again. And I get a really bad exit out of this corner, lose a lot of momentum, and he's going to pass me here. And I'm going to try and stick behind him. He immediately goes really defensive because he does not want to lose this position again to me, as we're again heading into this section. In the previous video we had so many battles in this section going side by side. We've tried every variation so far, as how far it's possible to attack and defend the two of us in this race and the previous race. So that was really fun. And at this point I'm thinking, well, he's definitely quicker than me. Maybe I can do an undercut, because in this race, in the feature race, which is a little bit longer, we have to make one mandatory pit stop. So I see he's putting a little bit of a gap. I'm going for it. I'm going into the pits right now. And because some people in the front made mistakes, we were actually P2 and P3 at that point. So coming out of the pits, I have lost 2 positions, one to Dagger and one to Shipston. So I've dropped from 3rd to 5th coming out of pit lane, but I'm getting a very suspicious call.
Hello? Who is this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Spinotto. And this is my friend, Spinala.
No, not a Spinala, come on. I'm fighting for a podium position here. I can't really use this, but it's okay. We don't have a lot of damage, but this has allowed Shipston to catch back up to us. And Shipston is also a very fast driver. He's driving the BMW, and on the inside you can really see how much of a bigger car this is compared to the Renault. And you can really feel this when you drive the car. It's a beast on the straights, and it has really good brakes, but it can be a little bit trickier in some of the corners, where the Renault can be a little bit more agile. And of course the BMW is a front engine and the Renault is a mid to rear engine. Now going into this next corner, Shipston is still right on my ass, and at this point a lot of people are going to pit, and some different pit strategies are going to happen. So it's going to be very interesting what's going to happen here, because as we're going out of turn 1, we can hear coming out of the pit lane. You might think it's Jetlin looking at the livery, but it's actually Dagger, another Project Cars 2 feature with the livery, as I am also, according to Project Cars, driving in my teammate's livery, the yellow blue one. But because Dagger started to fight Shipston at this point, I could pull away, and as we're going to come across the line in 3rd place, we've done it! We've done it! It's a 3rd place finish. Unfortunately this is pre-season, so no points for this so far, but it really felt good. In front of us we can see Jeff Nice Day flashing his lights, really happy with the race. He finished in P2 and MDR Martin finished in P1. This was such an amazing race, having a lot of different fun battles, so it's time for some after race celebrations, which means punting someone, which is exactly what we do. MDR Martin is celebrated by driving rearwards. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it took a while to make and to upload, but I've been really busy. So thank you guys for watching. Definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. I'm trying some different styles of voicing, so if you have some tips or some stuff you like or don't like, please leave a comment, give me some tips, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.